Hey everyone, welcome back to Gurukul. In this video, we will learn how to find GHA and declination for all celestial objects. So, when we are solving any celestial navigation problem, it's very important to know the position of the celestial objects. Now, to find the position of the celestial objects, we should know the GHA and declination, where GHA, which is Greenwich hour angle, that gives you the angle at the pole, which is measured westward from the celestial meridian of the Greenwich, and the celestial meridian, which is passing through the celestial objects, and declination, that is the angle at the center of Earth contained between the equinoctial and the parallel of declination passing through that body. So by these two angles, we can find the position of the celestial objects on the celestial sphere. And as we know, the Earth is rotating and revolving. So because of this motion, the Greenwich hour angle keeps changing for each and every second. Now to find GHA, it's very important to know the correct GMT. In the question paper, you will be given GMT. If not given, then you will be provided with the cron time. Then you have to apply the cron error and you will get the GMT. Practically, on board ship, you will get GMT from the GPS. But before GPS came, we used to have chronometer. From that, you can get the cron time. By applying cron error, you can get the GMT. So for the calculation purpose, we are assuming our GMT as 17th January 04 hours 22 minutes 34 seconds, and the year is 1992. So to find GHA and declination, now we have to go to the nautical almanac for year 1992. So always remember that for each and every year there is different nautical almanac. Now the year is 1992, so we have to go to the nautical almanac for 1992. So this is the nautical almanac for 1992. So these are the altitude correction which we used in the previous video for finding true altitude. Now go further, and here this is the first month, January 1992. So on the left side you will find Aries, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. That means 4 planets, stars. On the right side you will get GHA and declination for Sun and Moon, and these are the twilights, sunrise time, moonrise. So this is for 16th, 17th and 18th. Now we have to find GHA for 17th January. Now this is the GMT, this is 16th and this is 17th. This is the GMT and this is the column for GHA. And the GMT was 04 hours. So this is 04 hours. So our GHA is 237 degree 32.8 minutes. So GHA is 237 degree 32.8 minute. Now we have to find increment because this GHA is for 17th January 04 hours. But the Earth has rotated for 22 minutes and 34 seconds also. And for that, we have to find increment. Now, again, go back to the nautical almanac. Now, for increment, we have to go to the last pages. Now, here you can see increments and corrections. So, this is 0 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now, we have to go to 22 minutes. Now, this is 20, 21, and this is 22. So this is the table for increments which will be used for Sun as well as for planets. Now we have to go to 34 seconds. Now this is 34 seconds. So increment is 5 degree 38.5 minutes. So our increment is 5 degree 38.5 minutes. As the name suggests, this is increment. So we have to add this value. So after adding GHA and increment, so this is our final GHA. Now for stars, again go back to the nautical almanac. Now in nautical almanac, as you can see, this is the table for stars. And here you can see that they have given SHA instead of GHA. So you won't find GHA for stars from nautical almanac. Now SHA, this is an hour angle which is measured westward from the celestial meridian, which is passing from the first point of Aries to the celestial meridian, which is passing through the celestial body. So if we will add GHA Aries into the SHA, then we can get the GHA of that bodies. Now the celestial body is star, so we will add GHA Aries to the SHA of stars. Then we will get the GHA of stars. And GHA of Aries is given here. This is the table for GHA Aries. So GHA for 17th, this is the 17th date, and For 0 for hours, this is 0 for hours. The GHA is 175 degree, 50.7 minutes. So 175 degree, 50.7 minutes. Now we need increment for Eris. So again, go back to the nautical almanac. We will go to the last page, and here this is for 22 minutes and 34 seconds, which is here. And the table for Eris is given here. So the correction will be 5 degree 39.4 minutes, which is here. So 5 degree 39.4 minutes. So after adding both of these values, we will get the final GHA for Eris. So the final GHA of Eris, that is 181 degree 30.1 minute. Now we will add the SHA of stars, and then we can get the final GHA of star. Now here you can see they have given the name of the stars, SHA, and declination is given here. So you have to select the name of the star for which you are finding the GHA. So select the star which is given as per the question. Now, for example, we are taking a Regal, which is here. So the GHA is 281 degrees 27.1 minute. 281 degrees 27.1 minute. Now add both of these values. Here you will get the final GHA of star. So after adding, it comes as 462 degrees 57.2 minutes. Now as you know, 462 degrees, that is more than 360 degrees, which is the total angle of a circle. So 462 degrees is not practicable, so we have to subtract 360 degrees from it, and then we will get the GHA. So if it's less than 360 degrees, then that will be the final GHA. If it's more than 360 degree, as it's not practicable, so because in a circle the total angle is 360 degrees, so you subtract that, and then you will get the final GHA of star. So subtract 360 degrees. After subtracting, you got 102 degrees and 57.2 minutes. Now this is the GHA of star, and the star is Regal. So if they are asking for other stars, then you have to select other stars. You can select as per the question. Now we will find the GHA for planets. So there are 4 planets which is given in the nautical almanac. Here as you can see, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. So for now I am calculating for Mars, but you have to calculate for that planet which is been asked in the question paper. So this is 16th, this is 17th January, and this is 04 hours. So for 04 hours, GHA of Mars is 259 degree 31.6 minutes. 259 degrees 31.6 minutes. Now we have to find increment. So for increment, go to the increment pages. So here you can see that this is the increment for sun and planets. So the increment is same for sun and planet as well. So for 34 seconds, these are the seconds. Now we have to go to 34 seconds. This is 34 seconds. So the increment is 5 degree 38.5 minutes. So 5 degrees 38.5 minutes. After that, we have to find V corrections. So for V correction, again go to the nautical almanac. Now we have to find the V correction for Mars. Now go to the bottom of the table here. They have given the value for V and D. Now take the value of V, that is 0.4 minutes. Again come to this increment and corrections pages. Now here they have given V or D corrections. These are the columns for V or D corrections. We have to find for 0.4. This is 0.0, 0.1, 2, and here is 0.4. So the correction for 0.4, this is 0.2. So 0.2 minutes. Here now we have to add all these 3 values, GHA, increment, and V correction. Then after that you will get the final GHA. Now not every time you have to add the V correction. So to know whether you have to add or subtract, you have to see the sign. So the sign is positive. If you see the Venus has the negative V sign. So you have to subtract if you are calculating GHA for Venus. But increment will be always added. Don't subtract that one. Now after adding to 65 degrees, 10.3 minutes. That is the final GHA for planet Mars. Now we will find the GHA for Moon. Now again, go to the nautical almanac. On the right page, you can see they have given GHA and declination for Sun and Moon here. Now for 17th, 04 hours, and here we will find GHA is 99 degrees 03.4 minutes. So 99 degrees 03.4 minutes. Now we have to find the increment for Moon. So on increment and correction pages, this is for Moon. We have to find for 34 seconds. So this is 34 seconds. So the increment is 5 degree 23.1 minutes. So 5 degrees 23.1 minute. Now we need V correction for Moon also. So for V correction, you have to find the value of V. Now here they have given GHA. So this is the column for V. This is for declination, D and HP. HP we used in the previous video for calculating true altitude. This is for horizontal parallax. So the value of V is 3 minutes. So now on the increment and correction pages, we have to find the V correction. So these are the V corrections. And now we have to find for 3 minutes. So for 3 minutes, this is the V correction, that is 1.1 minutes. And V correction will be added for Moon, because if you will see in the nautical almanac, you won't find any negative sign for V. So V correction is 1.1 minute. Now add all these three values, you will get the final GHA for Moon. So after adding, we got 104 degrees 27.6 minutes. So this is GHA for Moon. So for declination, we will do in the next part because the video will be lengthy. So if you find this video helpful, you can like the video, you can subscribe the channel, and do comment if you have any advice or suggestions, or if you have any doubt. We will cover in the next video. Thank you.